Yeah, remember how that video started a few parts ago with the Rascaplange? Instant death, like, within the first minute? Here we go again. Well, I can't switch my weapons out. I can't walk either, or run.
So, this is where Carla did her experiments, huh?
Neo Umbrella Headquarters. La 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 la.
Another failure. Bring me another subject. Why do you think we had this lab built here in the first place? Just go outside. There's thousands of subjects to choose from. Tell Simmons that we're busy. I'm on the verge of solving this. Are you refusing my orders?
What am I looking at here?
You're the one who chose me as a test subject, aren't you?
No. No. No, it was Simmons. He forced me to. Please, don't do this!
Believe it or not, I said the exact same thing.
What, it was Simmons?
Finally done it. This will be my greatest work yet.
The eyes have it. Wonder which one that was. It's probably something I have to put up with now. Still can't run. Still can't switch weapons. Oh, shit! Carla's last final project thingy. Oh, no. Come on.
We're beyond sympathy at this point.
Shinji Mikami, the creator of Resident Evil, kill him!
We're beyond humanity.
Keep going. Waste all your ammo! All of the bullets! All of them! More than enough to spare. I've had enough of this bullshit. Fucker. What?
A job, huh? Sure. My schedule just cleared.
Huh. Is it me, or did that raise more questions than it answered? I mean, you know, now I get why everything that happened in Resident Evil 6 happened, but as far as everything else is concerned, I guess he was just, you know, pissed off at Simmons that he went on and did this and cloned herself, and you know, let this whole thing go out of hand. But he was just as confused. So it's a whole bunch of craziness. But yeah, I'm actually going to stick around this time. I know I usually leave you guys to watch the credits and then, you know, just boogie. But I'm going to take a look at, you know, some of the things that I unlocked per the usual after I finish a game. Because, as far as I know, we're finally done. 2-3 months of this shit, it's finally over. But, yeah. As I was saying, like I said, I rather enjoyed this game. I mean, you know, as I said before, the Jake story was good, the Leon story was great, the Chris story sucked balls, and you know, Ada wasn't as bad. If anything, her levels, save for that submarine thing, they were actually a lot shorter than the main game. So that's good. I mean, you know, for the most part, she just came in, like, you know, during most of the stuff that was happening in the main games anyway, so... You know, the rest of everything else, you just read in the, you know, the files that you collect from breaking those snake symbols, emblems, whatever. For instance, I told you guys already before, I already, what's it called? I already collected every single last one of the emblems in the Jake story, and I got a ton of shit for it, too. I got a whole bunch of bonus trophies, I got, you know, all the files letting me know about stuff like Ustanak. And that's my point. It explains how Ustanak came to be. He was actually a regular Joe. He was like, you know, frail and shit, like Bane, you know, without the venom. And they were testing the C virus, an advanced strain. Everybody else was, you know, falling down dead instantly, but the guy who, you know, would eventually become Ustanak did not. And they kept testing on him. He actually, you know, built up strength through it. He became the monster that he was. His right arm fell off, or, you know, whichever arm had the gigantic claw in it. And, you know, they just, Carla just used him as, like, a little guinea pig, a little, like, you know, hound to hunt down Jake and whatnot. So, you know, I got to learn about Ustanak. I think I learned about Ubistvo, which is actually the name of the Chainsaw Maniac in this. So, you know, if the story doesn't explain anything for you, there's always the files. And if you don't unlock them, you can always wiki them or some shit. I don't know. But anyways, you know, it was a great romp. You know, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do now. Probably focus on you know, taking care of everything else, like, you know, One Piece and Seiken Densetsu 3. I know I said I wasn't going to be doing WWE 13 anymore, and I'm still not, but that doesn't mean I can't play it for my own, you know, my own pleasure without having to record, because I can't record anyway. I can record, but YouTube won't let me post it, but maybe that'll change, because I got the good news today, as of 12/19/2012, day before the Mayan end, I think, that, what's it called? THQ actually signed up for bankruptcy prevention or protection, which essentially means they're going belly up. So I got my revenge, and hopefully when they do keel over and die, I can actually post my videos again. Everybody can post their videos again, because hardly anybody can post WWE 13 videos. I'm not the only one who has to deal with this shit. So, not gonna lie, what's it called? The Jake and Leon story definitely had its more well, not so much memorable. They were memorable, but, you know, I was, like, you know, really getting into it and whatnot. Chris, I think it's because I was just playing, like, you know, on and off and whatnot, but then there was that whole Stage 5 bullshit I had to deal with at the underwater facility. Ada's theme. You know, Chaos and his bullshit. But, you know, the story made up for it, especially Pierce's death, or supposed death. You know, people for some reason don't seem to think he died. But I definitely feel in this. Like I said earlier, I couldn't stop shivering through half of that shit in the second level and the third one when I was having to deal with this asshole. To the point where I actually couldn't get, what's it called, some of the emblems, but, you know, even though this is Lameplay Theater and I strive to suck, I try to, at least I tried to do good. And I wasn't going to do good if I was going to be meeting my death repeatedly over and over again, like I did during that last part of Chris's story. So, like I did with Jake's story, you know, I set the benchmark, and I can pretty much go back and, like, amateur or whatnot and go get him again without having to worry about, you know, failing too miserably. You know, now that I think about it, where are my trophies for, you know, finishing the game? I'm pretty sure you get shit for, like, you know, obviously clearing Ada's story. But there's also beating all the campaigns on easy, you know, hard, normal, no hope, I suppose. That's probably DLC. You know, I really wonder how that agent would have fit in during half these stories. You know, obviously they're not going to be put him or her, whoever is supposed to be in, you know, the cutscenes, but they'll probably be there. Well, if nothing else, now I can finally listen to the entire Resident Evil 6 soundtrack from start to finish, so that's always good. Not much more I can say. I mean, you know, good game. It was definitely memorable. Aside from the Chris story, it was not nearly as bad as everybody makes it out to be. And they're like, oh, it's not Resident Evil. It doesn't feel as Resident Evil. 1, shut up. 2, Leon's story. You want Resident Evil? There you go. And, you know, everybody who keeps saying it's not Resident Evil, you know, Resident Evil had, like, you know, the set cameras and the tank controls, as they call them, when you, like, turn around really slow and you can't, like, you know, you can only run in a set direction. So, you know, if you want Resident Evils like that, go play 1 through 3 in Veronica. Because, you know, Resident Evil's not going back that way. Otherwise than that, you know, it was a great story. Interesting gameplay, even though I had to get reacquainted with it several times over. Awesome story. Amazing music. Great visuals. Good job by the voice actors. Motion controls, all that stuff. It was a really memorable game, and I'm looking forward to, you know, not only listening to the rest of the soundtrack now that I won't be spoiling myself, but I do watch other, you know, playthroughs of other people playing, specifically Darkside Phil, DSP. I'm a fan of his videos, even though I give him crap sometimes. But I mean, who doesn't? I mean, everybody calls him, like, you know, every insult in the book and in his comments. Me, I just have issue with the fact that he actually gets paid to do this, but that's neither here nor there. Now I can finally finish watching, you know, his playthrough, because, you know, he obviously did the Ada story. He did it by himself, obviously, you know, playing it day 3, I'm guessing. So you get to watch that by him. He's doing it by himself. There's no John Rambo. And after that, I'll finally put this to rest. I mean, obviously, right now, I have to render everything, so it'll still be a while before I finally put this to pasture, but otherwise than that, well done. Now the only question left is, does Ada get, like, a little after story cutscene thing like everybody else did? Well, one way to find out, I suppose, is just sit back and enjoy the final remnants of the Resident Evil 6 story. Oh, what the hell? Seriously? Didn't die at all. What's next? Okay. Green around the ears, I assume that's for easy. Earn the dog tag. Ada can now be used with the extra time. There we go, normal is good. No end of story thing, that's it? Nothing? Rescued Leon from becoming BOW Chow. Executed a headshot, approached quad tower from the outside, jumped off the 80th floor, and survived. Settle things once and for all. Nice. Now, I did a lot better here than I did in freaking Chris's story, that's for sure. Alright, end game. That's the end of that. Is that seriously it? Oh no, it's not over, look! More third world country bullshit. Arabia. Oh, what the fuck? Never fear, Hunk is here.
I believe we had a deal.
Oh shit, it's Jake.
Are you going to keep your promise?
Super BOW killer, go!
Fair is fair, kid.
Resident Evil 7, starring Jake Mueller-Wesker. Sorry, crybabies, it's not over, not by a long shot. Alright, oh, that's it. Nice to see Jake again in my own game. Hey, shit.